Hey guys, welcome to another broadcast of Around the World with your host Richie. And I want to talk about student debt. That's the next big crisis to hit this country. And the reason I say it's going to be the next big crisis to hit the country is because the guy in the White House has said that he wants to take. I think it was 1.3 or 1.6. I could have even been 1.9 billion dollars from the Pell Grant, which a lot of low-income students depend on for to help pay for college, and he wants to get rid of the debt forgiveness for public service, whether it's being a teacher, a policeman, or public service in government, which would add another, I think, $45 billion to people who are already struggling. Then, to add insult to further injury, he wants to raise the amount that can be taken from your paycheck, which is currently 10%, and he wants to increase it to 12.5%. And he basically wants to do away with debt forgiveness. And Senator Warren, who I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of for a lot of reasons, but she wanted to do a program that would eliminate $50,000 of your debt to help make things a little bit easier for you. And the guy in the White House just doesn't get it. People are drowning in debt, and there is a class warfare where it doesn't matter if you're rich or poor. Well, actually, it does, because the poor tend to get the shit end of the stick, if you will. Perfect example is me. When I first went to college back in 2000, I was considered below poverty. I mean, really below poverty. And I got the equivalent of $2,500 a semester. And when I questioned the financial aid department, the girl that was running it said that I was the wrong sex, I was the wrong color, and that just struck a nerve with me, because it shouldn't matter your race, shouldn't matter your color, it shouldn't matter your sex. Everybody should be entitled to financial aid, but it's just not the case. That's the reality. And it's kind of disheartening. And I think there needs to be a level playing field, something that we're not getting. And it's something that needs to be addressed, because Americans are struggling. They're struggling to make those payments. They're ending up in default, and there's just no way to really dig out of it. And the biggest culprit of all this are the colleges. They need to be reined in on cost. It's all about the almighty dollar. The college that I went to when I first started as a freshman, as a commuter, was $13,800. For the same price, I could have went to UMass, lived on campus, had a meal plan, had it all paid for. But I chose to stay at this private institution because you weren't a number like you were at UMass. And it was hands-on experience where UMass is all theory. Unfortunately, my former institution is all about theory as well. That's a complaint for another day. But now the average cost, I believe, is around $47,000. For what? This is a college that closed the doors of an elementary school for people with disabilities, but yet they can expand the college. State-of-the-art dining commons. For what? They don't need something high-tech. There's just a lot of foul play. If I was the president of this particular college and I lost $6 million, I'd be fired. And yet somehow he has been able to preserve himself and keep his job. Mind you, it's more of a figurehead than anything else. But still, I would have been canned. And the board of trustees really don't see anything wrong with that. And I'm finding from talking to people that college is just getting too expensive. They can't afford it. The interest rates alone are staggering. Yeah, you can put off, but that interest builds up. And that's something that needs to change. We need to make school more affordable. I'll go on the record and say I'm not about free college. You know, I fought. I endured. You know, I got the student loans, and I don't think it's right that someone can just get school for free and have no debt. You know, we all have to pay our dues, and this whole notion of free school is just, it's absolutely ridiculous. Straighten out healthcare first. That's the first priority. Anything beyond that, just put it on the back burner. Would love to hear your thoughts. You can send your comments to brrrichie01013 Would love to hear your thoughts on this. And if you want it shared, I'll be happy to share it and we can talk about it. So with that, sorry I haven't really been around. I'm going to try to do more of these little segments, and hope you guys have a good weekend.